Do you have enough grit to pull off what you want to do at work? Let's see what the science suggests. Hi there, Michelle here from Chelle McQuaid TV. We're helping you find ways to move from functioning to flourishing by putting the latest science to the real-world test. Now, have you ever wondered what separates the most successful people from the rest of us? Are they more intelligent? Are they more talented? Or is there something else that sets them apart that the rest of us could learn from? A growing body of evidence suggests talent alone didn't even get Einstein or Beethoven to be the geniuses they were. Rather, it seems that it's the number of hours of deliberate practice that ultimately determines our success. Now, while scientists are still debating the exact number of hours it might take you or I to master a particular talent, current estimates sit around 8,000 to 10,000 hours. 8,000 to 10,000 hours? That's a couple of hours a day, every day here for about 8 to 10 years. So is there anything you can do to make it easier to clock up all those hours of deliberate practice and really hone your talents? Well, drum roll please. Associate Professor Angela Duckworth and her colleagues have found one personal quality is shared by leaders in every field: grit. Angela defines grit as the perseverance and the passion to achieve long-term goals. Now, grit entails working consistently towards challenges and being able to maintain interest and effort over the years, despite failures, setbacks, and plateaus in our progress. It seems gritty individuals approach the journey to mastery like a marathon rather than a sprint, and this fuels their stamina to practice their talent over and over and over again. And while most of us take disappointment or boredom as signals that it's time to change our approach and cut our losses, people with grit know that these are simply the moments when they really need to persevere and show up. So what can you do to be grittier? Well, much is still being learned about grit and how we build it. To date, Angela's research suggests that one of the simplest ways of improving your level of grit is to challenge some of the beliefs that you hold, some of those stories you tell yourself. For example, people who believe frustration and confusion are signs they should quit what they're doing are better served by realizing that these emotions are just a common part of the learning process. Likewise, people who believe that mistakes should be avoided at all costs are better served by understanding that the most effective form of deliberate practice entails tackling challenges just beyond your current skill level. Angela's research also suggests that improving our levels of self-control might aid our level of grit. And one of the ways she's currently testing to improve self-control is to find ways to really challenge the expected value of undesirable impulses or temptations. So, for example, is watching TV instead of practicing really going to pay off in the long run? She's also finding that being able to increase the expected value of more desirable behaviours can help self-control. For example, if I show up for practice, then one day I'll have mastered this talent. For me, what's really helped was simply coming to understand that when I'm developing talents I value highly, mastery moves in steps. And by accepting that in those moments when I feel like nothing is quite coming together, it just means I'm at the steepest part of my learning curve. I've found it easier to stick with challenges and build the neural wiring I need to make those behaviours easier. Then when things become too easy, I know I'm ready to climb the next peak of mastery again. At its best, this is just what learning looks like, so buckle up. Want to put your grit to the test right now? Then share this video with your family and friends and build your mastery of social media. And if you'd like more practical and playful ideas from the latest science in human flourishing, then be sure to subscribe or stop by michellemcquaid.com and leave your name and email address so you can hear all the news first. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching Chelle McQuaid TV. Remember, you are good enough, so don't be afraid to let your light shine. Until next time, take care. Do you have enough grit to pull off what you want to do at work? Let's see what the science The science, the signs. Are they signs, or are we seeing what the science suggests?